People, stop being dirt humans yet again and ruining things, and just throw your trash away in trash cans.
Jessica Chobot shocked everyone by saying, "Josh Gates isn't who you think he is." Fans of Expedition X were surprised when they heard Jessica was leaving and Heather Amaro was taking her place. She left without explaining anything to Josh, her longtime co-host. This started lots of rumors about a big fight between them. What really happened to break up their strong team? Before we dive into the topic, keep in mind that the truth may be more shocking than expected for fans. Silent goodbyes. For 7 seasons, Jessica had been an important part of Expedition X, guiding viewers through thrilling adventures. Her unexpected departure left many fans confused and worried. Not long after the news broke, Jessica's social media reflected her decision. She no longer mentioned being a co-host with Josh and the team. On the day the new season premiered, Jessica posted a message wishing Phil and Heather success, but her well wishes noticeably left out any mention of Josh. This only added to the growing questions about what might have happened behind the scenes. Stick around. We'll soon share the secrets that split up the team. Phil Torres, Jessica's other co-host, responded with warm regards and shared his excitement for her future. This showed that Jessica still had friendly connections with some of her past colleagues. However, fans quickly noticed that Jessica had unfollowed Josh on social media. This simple action suggested that their split might have been deeper than anyone first thought, and it set off a new wave of speculation about what went wrong off-camera. But there was more to the story. Despite all the talk and rumors, Josh chose to stay silent. He didn't mention any disagreements with Jessica, and he still followed her on social media. Jessica, on her part, also didn't make any direct accusations against him. Still, many fans sensed tension between them, and it was hard to ignore that their relationship seemed to have hit a rough patch. While all of this was going on, the network behind Expedition X decided not to comment on the situation. Instead, they chose to focus on the new season's thrilling adventures. The season opened with Josh leading an investigation at the Trans-Allegheny Lunatic Asylum in West Virginia. This abandoned mental hospital is well known for its dark history and ghostly tales. It made a perfect backdrop for 2 episodes filled with suspense and eerie discoveries. The team uncovered shocking details about the asylum's grim past and experienced some truly hair-raising, unexplained phenomena. But this wasn't even the most shocking part. As the season unfolded, it became clear that there were more mysteries to explore, both on and off the screen. The show promised fans a season packed with eerie adventures and startling discoveries, exploring more haunted locations and supernatural mysteries. Viewers were excited to see what new investigations would unfold as the series continued to dive deeper into the unknown. By the 6th season, Expedition X offered 8 gripping episodes, each around 44 minutes long. However, when the season aired, fans were disappointed to find that it wasn't available on Discovery Plus, the streaming service many had hoped to use. Jessica tried to address this frustration by reaching out on social media. She explained that the situation was out of her hands and encouraged fans to either watch the show live on the Discovery Channel or use Discovery Go, which required a cable subscription. The season took the team to several fascinating locations, from the dense, mysterious forests of Appalachia to the far reaches of Thailand. During their adventures, they investigated strange events and gathered compelling evidence. Using advanced technology like thermal drones and infrasound detectors, they aimed to capture phenomena that aren't visible to the naked eye. As the season drew to a close, a 2-part finale was planned at Fort Morgan in Alabama. This ending promised even more intense discoveries and eerie encounters. For those who wanted to catch up or continue following the series, the season was made available on multiple platforms. It could be watched on Max, the Discovery Plus Amazon channel, or the Discovery Channel itself. Although it wasn't on Discovery Plus as many had hoped, these other options meant that fans could still enjoy the adventures of Josh Gates, Phil Torres, and Jessica Chobot as they unraveled the mysteries and documented their experiences. The excitement was high for the 6th season of Expedition X on the Discovery Channel. Fans were ready to dive into the new adventures of Josh Gates and Phil Torres. However, that excitement quickly turned into disappointment when they found out they couldn't stream the show on Discovery Plus. Many viewers expected to watch the new episodes online as they had in the past, but instead, they were left wondering why the season was not available on their go-to streaming service. For many fans, the new season's absence on Discovery Plus was confusing. The streaming platform had become a popular and convenient way to catch up on the show. So, when it was time to tune in, viewers were surprised to see that they had to watch live on the regular Discovery Channel instead. This unexpected change left loyal followers hoping for a quick solution that would allow them to watch the episodes when it suited them best. This switch to live TV was a big inconvenience for many people. In earlier seasons, fans could easily stream episodes on Discovery Plus whenever they wanted, using their phones, tablets, or other devices. But now, they were forced to watch live at a set time, and this really messed up their usual viewing habits. Many fans had grown used to streaming whenever they liked, so having to sit down and watch at a specific time was frustrating. It made it harder for some to keep up with the show. The series had always made past seasons available both on Discovery Channel and on Discovery Plus, offering viewers a choice. Suddenly, only cable viewers could watch the new season. This unexpected change took everyone by surprise, especially since they had grown comfortable with streaming the show on demand. It was easy, convenient, and available whenever they wanted. And just like that, it was gone. And it didn't take long for the fans to speak out. Social media and online forums were filled with comments from disappointed viewers. People were frustrated about not being able to watch the show in the way they preferred, streaming on their own time. The discussions often led to questions about why this change happened in the first place, but the network gave no clear answer, which only added to the growing confusion and frustration. But this wasn't the worst part. As the season continued to air only on live TV, the voices calling for a return to dual-platform streaming grew even louder. Fans argued that having the show on Discovery Plus was not just more convenient, it also matched how people watch TV today. Streaming lets viewers watch when they want, and that flexibility is something many don't want to give up. The fans made it clear that they wanted the network to return to the old way, where they could choose to watch live or stream at their leisure. With all the outcry, there was hope that Discovery would change its mind and start putting future episodes back on Discovery Plus. This would be a better match for how people now prefer to watch their favorite shows. The control and convenience that streaming offers are hard to beat, and many viewers felt that the network needed to pay more attention to these changing habits. The silence from Discovery only made things worse. Viewers were left in the dark about why this decision was made, and they waited for any announcement that could explain the sudden change. It felt like their preferences were being ignored, and that only made the situation more frustrating for the show's loyal audience. But the real issue went beyond just one show. As fans talked about the distribution of Expedition X, it brought up a bigger debate about how TV content should be made available. Viewers today expect their favorite shows to be on multiple platforms so they can watch how and when they want. The convenience of being able to stream shows on demand is something that audiences have come to expect in the digital age. The problem became clear. People now want more control over their TV watching. More and more, audiences are turning to digital platforms where they can pick what to watch and when to watch it. They don't want to be tied down to scheduled programming. Instead, they want to be active in choosing what and when they watch. This shift is a challenge for networks like Discovery Channel, who need to balance traditional live TV with the growing demand for on-demand streaming. Next, find out how Jessica Chobot responded to fans' concerns about watching the show. Fans in limbo. Jessica Chobot addressed fans' concerns about the show's availability. She explained that the new season would only appear on Discovery Plus after all the episodes had aired on the Discovery Channel. For fans eager to watch right away, this news was disappointing. Instead of streaming as soon as the episodes were broadcast, they would have to wait. This waiting period was frustrating for many who preferred streaming for its instant access. A lot of fans voiced their unhappiness on social media. They didn't like the idea of waiting until the end of the season and felt that it made the viewing experience less enjoyable. Jessica herself wasn't thrilled with the situation either, but she was clear that she didn't have any control over the network's decision or the streaming schedule. For those who didn't want to wait until the end of the season, there were a few other ways to watch. The episodes were available on the Discovery Channel's official website and through the Discovery Go service. People who used Apple TV could find the show on Animal Planet Go. One helpful Reddit user even pointed out that the newest episodes could be found on Xfinity Cable under episodes 12 and 13 of Season 4. And for those who preferred watching live, Expedition X aired every Wednesday at 9 p.m. Eastern Time on the Discovery Channel. But this wasn't the only problem. The delay in streaming was part of a bigger issue with how shows are released on different platforms. Fans felt that there was a gap between how they wanted to watch the show and what the network offered. This mismatch highlighted how much the way people watch TV has changed. Viewers now want more control over when and how they can access content. While all of this was going on, Jessica's personal life continued to grow and change. She recently married Blair Herter and has been a big name in media for quite some time. Originally from Buffalo, New York, Jessica was born on July 7, 1977. She first made her mark hosting shows for IGN, like Weekly Wood and IGN Strategies, and contributed to popular segments like IGN and Daily Fix. Her current role on Expedition X showcases her diverse talents and shows her return to the spotlight, engaging audiences with her lively style. Moving from online platforms to television, Jessica's career journey shows her ability to adapt and thrive in the constantly changing world of media. But this wasn't all. Jessica's adventures took her far beyond the studio. She traveled to the Amazon rainforest for a major exploration, visiting an old outpost rumored to be haunted. This was a big step away from her earlier work at Nerdist Industries, where she hosted Nerdist News and joined lively discussions on Nerdist News Talks Back. Shifting from talking about media and pop culture to experiencing real-life adventures was a significant change for Jessica, marking a bold new direction in her life. Jessica's rise to fame began in a playful way. In 2005, she became an internet sensation after a photo of her playfully licking a Sony PSP went viral. This moment caught the attention of many after being featured on gaming sites like Kotaku. Eventually, it even became part of a Sony advertisement, showing just how much influence she had in the gaming world. But this wasn't the only turning point. During that time, IGN was a major player in gaming media, offering detailed coverage of big industry events, like the launches of the PlayStation 3 and Nintendo Wii. These consoles changed gaming technology and how people played, and IGN was right there, providing reviews, news, and insider insights. In 2006, IGN expanded its reach by launching in both the UK and Australia. This move helped them connect with even more audiences by creating content tailored to local gaming communities. It was a smart strategy that made IGN a more effective global brand in the gaming world. But the story doesn't end there. To strengthen their international reach, IGN started franchising its brand, allowing different regional publishers to create local versions of their website. This strategy let IGN mix its content with regional perspectives, making it a global leader in gaming media that spoke directly to local gamers. IGN also kept things fresh and exciting by launching websites dedicated to specific games. This project showed their commitment to staying up to date and meeting the diverse needs of gamers around the world. By doing so, they remained relevant and continued to be at the forefront of gaming news. Next, explore how Jessica's love for the strange, led her to exciting new projects. Navigating the new era. When Super Smash Bros. Brawl came out, IGN took a big step in connecting gamers. They launched a special website just for the game where users could share and download content, which created an active and fun gaming community. This move was part of IGN's larger plan to get more people involved and stay ahead in gaming media. By understanding how the digital world was changing, IGN kept adapting to stay successful and relevant in an age where everything was moving online. Jessica Chobot has always had a fascination with the strange and mysterious. In 2014, she brought this interest to life by starting a podcast called Bizarre States with co-host Andrew Bowser. The podcast talked about all kinds of unusual things happening across the United States, everything from ghost stories to unsolved mysteries and strange urban legends. For listeners who loved the weird and unexplained, this show became a must-listen. Together, Jessica and Andrew found their niche by diving into odd events and lesser-known stories that most people don't hear about in everyday conversation. Their genuine passion for these topics drew in a dedicated audience, people who wanted to hear more about the creepy, the strange, and the downright bizarre. Each episode felt like uncovering something hidden and special, making it perfect for those who love mysteries and unusual history. But their podcast wasn't just about ghost stories and hauntings. They also covered strange news stories, like unexplained animal sightings, or odd facts about famous people with possible ties to the supernatural. This broad range of topics meant there was something for everyone, whether you were deeply into the paranormal or just curious about the strange things happening in the world. What made Bizarre States stand out was Jessica and Andrew's laid-back, friendly way of talking. It felt like you were sitting with close friends who knew a lot about spooky stuff, but were also super fun to chat with. This welcoming style helped build a strong sense of community around the show. Fans felt connected, especially when Jessica and Andrew interacted with them through live events or exclusive merchandise, which made listeners feel like they were part of something special. The hosts often invited guests from different backgrounds, like filmmakers or scholars, who could add their own perspectives to the weird and wonderful topics. These guest appearances added more depth to the podcast, giving listeners new viewpoints and making the discussions even richer. It was like peeling back the layers of a mystery and finding even more to be curious about. Through Bizarre States, Jessica and Andrew created a place where the strange was explored with humor, enthusiasm, and a genuine interest. They made the unbelievable feel a little more real and the amazing a bit easier to understand. They even helped listeners gain a new appreciation for the quirky side of American folklore and history, making each episode a fun journey into the unknown. But this wasn't the end of their adventures. The podcast wasn't just entertaining. It felt like an adventure that brought listeners along for the ride. Jessica and Andrew treated every topic as a shared discovery, which made their audience feel like they were part of the experience, exploring the mysteries right alongside them. That's what made their podcast truly special. Jessica's passion for all things strange and unexplained led her to another big project, Expedition X. This show premiered in February 2020 on the Discovery Channel. Alongside Josh Gates and Phil Torres, Jessica traveled to different places to investigate all sorts of mysterious events. The show has given her thrilling and challenging experiences, adding even more excitement to her already diverse media career. But this wasn't the only change in Jessica's life. Her personal journey has been just as eventful. She was married once before, and while she has kept her maiden name, Chobot, she prefers to keep the details of her first marriage, including her first husband's name and the reasons for their separation in 2006, private. Even so, it's clear that Jessica's story is one of overcoming challenges and finding her way through some extraordinary experiences. In 2011, a new chapter began when Jessica got engaged to Blair Herter, who is also well known in American television. They got married in 2012 and have built a life together filled with support, understanding, and shared experiences, both the highs and the lows. Their relationship is marked by a deep bond that has only grown stronger over time. In March 2023, they welcomed a son, Emerson Roland Herder, into their family. This brought them a lot of joy and marked the beginning of a new chapter in their lives. Jessica and Blair's journey together shows how love and partnership can help you face all of life's ups and downs. Through their relationship, they show that staying resilient and committed to each other can make you stronger. But this wasn't the end of their story either. The strong partnership between Jessica and Blair continues to stand out as a testament to their ability to grow together, face challenges, and stay connected through all of life's twists and turns. Their bond illustrates how love, understanding, and a shared sense of adventure can help people overcome anything that life throws their way. Thanks for watching. Jessica and Blair's story raises a question. Can facing challenges together truly make a relationship stronger? What do you think? Like, comment, and subscribe to join the discussion.